Namaste and welcome to Brandon Bay's Television. And we're doing the first time this live session where we have a chance to ask the questions, because we've all been involved in this masterclass for the last 6 months, and it's been such an extraordinarily deep time. And I made a special request that I would like to have a chance to interact with you. And so I've been so excited about this particular masterclass because it means we have a chance to interact. You can finally ask the questions you've got, and I'll be able to answer them live. And so, as you know, we've sent out to you an email asking you to send in your questions, and we just became aware that many of you have Skype, but a lot of you don't. And so that's not to worry. We've got Gabby here, so if you can introduce Gabby here, and Gabby can say hello to everybody, and you know Gabby. Often, although she's often behind the camera, today she's here joining us, and she's director of the Journey International, and she's going to be handling all the Skype calls that come in, and also she's going to be feeding me the questions and answers so I can just be allowed to spontaneously answer. So, for those of you joining us for the first time, a very heartfelt welcome. And this is very unusual because normally when we have the Brandon Bay's Television, we always start with a meditation, and then we have a theme that we're covering, and we have a live teaching going on, and then we have process work. But today, we're going to be doing traditional satsang. So yes, we'll have the meditation, and we'll begin with that. And then we're just going to, after meditation, just let ourselves rest in this. And sat means truth, and sangha means in the company of it. And I have a belief that no one owns truth, that truth just is, and it comes through each of us, and that the questions that are being asked, they arise from truth, and the answers, they also arise from that same place. And so there's a conversation taking place, happening in truth. And very often, satsang has quite a mystical fire that takes place, where we're pointing to the essential, to the truth in each of us, and we're stripping away the unessential, letting that fall away. And so even though it's like we're having a dialogue, also something else is going on, where there's a penetration of the lies that we've bought into and the limitations that are hanging out with us. And I often, in the course of a dialogue, will introduce a little mini process as I work individually with each person. And I also have a belief that when we have satsang, it's all of our satsang. Even though I might be working and dialoguing specifically with a person, there's something in it for all of us. And so what I'd like to invite you to do is to sit, and as you hear people asking questions or Gabby asking questions on their behalf, is to let that question arise from within you and let the words do its work and let satsang work its magic. And so we'll see what can happen here. I feel like it's such an honoring time for all of us who've been immersed in the master class, because it's been such a profoundly liberating and such a deeply healing time for all of us immersed in the 6-month program. And so it is the time that we have a chance to finish, to ask the questions we never got a chance to ask, and to also put all that mind talk to rest, so the body and the being can just rest in the stillness. And that is what the final outcome of all satsang is just to rest in your own being.